Good morning, Pipers. This is Senior Churchwarden Larry here on a Friday morning in South Georgia. Smoking my Cobbit Shire and some Peter Stockeby 24 nougat. Probably my last video in the Codger Challenge of 2023. My next video is likely to be a first smoke video with my newest acquisition, a Rossi 8320. And haven't decided what I'll be smoking in that pipe. Could be Chelsea morning if I smoke it in the morning. Could be quiet nights if I smoke it in the evening. Could be a Virginia. Could be something else. But for now, Cobbit Shire, Peter Stockby's 24 nougat. So, yeah, it's all good. I got to shout out Parsimonious Piper. He ran a little thing the other day where he was reviewing a Virginia flake. I see Sir John's. Yeah, I think it was Sir John's Virginia flake. I think it's from Germany. And he's not really a Virginia person, so he said he would give it to the first person who responded to his video with the words, "Sir John's doesn't sound Dutch." And I was the first one to do that. So I think there's some, a tin of Sir John's flake heading my way, thanks to Parsimonious Piper. So that's cool. It's a bit overcast here in South Georgia. We had a lot of rain yesterday and last night, so it's very wet out. Temperature's moderate, like 69, 70 degrees right now. Pretty nice out from that aspect. A little humid just because it's so wet, but not bad. I have come to appreciate the 24 nougat. I think it's one of my more favored aromatics. I don't own or smoke a lot of aromatics. My brother-in-law got me started on one called Evening Stroll. That's very nice. It's very light and very good room note and easy to smoke. So I've got a good bit of that. And I have some Autumn Evening, which I find is a very nice aromatic. I have some Lane 1Q. And just got a tin of Cult Blood Red Moon, which I may, that may be my second smoke after the challenge. It will be in one of my cobs, I think, if I do. But very anxious for that May 21st to get here. I don't really know by the rules whether May 21st I'll be able to do that first smoked video or if I need to wait until May 22nd. So I'll get some clarification on that. But either way, challenges have been fun, but it'd be nice to have another English blend or a Balkan or something to get back into the world of other blends. I mentioned in one of the videos that Sasquatch had gotten out his guitar one night, and I said I'll have to do that sometime. So I've had 2 or 3 people respond and say, hey, you need to play your guitar. And one noticed that I had some hanging on the wall. So I think what I'm going to do today when I move back inside, I'm going to continue this video with just kind of showing you my guitar collection. It's not a lot, and they're not These are not classic vintage guitars by any means, but yeah, I thought I'd show them to you and tell you kind of the story behind some of them. And yeah, seems like a Friday thing to do, but probably not gonna play one today. Just not set up for it right now. I have done that. I've recorded, when John Prine died, I recorded one of his songs and posted it as a tribute to John Prine. And then I did the same thing when David Crosby died this year. I posted a video of me singing Guinevere. Hadn't gotten a lot of views, but you know, it was more from my heart than anything else. Just because I grew up with Crosby, Stills, Nash, and Neil Young, big Neil Young fan, Bob Dylan fan. Of course, Beatles were the whole reason I got involved in guitar at all. I saw them on Ed Sullivan and thought, man, I've got to learn how to play guitar. But yeah, that's been the journey, and now at 70, I'm still playing and haven't recorded anything in a while, but I plan to get back onto writing and recording, so we'll see how that goes. But anyway, that's what I think I'll do today. In the meantime, I'm going to enjoy this Cobbit, finish it up, and then I'll go inside and continue the video there. Happy piping. Okay, so we'll continue this with a little bit of guitarage. Hang on. So this first one, this was my graduation present in 1971. It is a Gibson B25, which was a studio or a student body guitar. My parents got it for me for graduation. It's been abused and mistreated. It's not in the best shape. It was made in 1968, but it's not in vintage condition at all, but still, it's a lovely guitar. Oh, that didn't sound good. Still has a nice sound to it, that kind of Gibson mellow sound. This next one is an Epiphone Sheridan 2. When I put together a band that I did for a show called Always Patsy Cline or something like that, I bought this so that I would have an electric to play. Then about 10 or 12 years ago, I wanted to get a Martin, but I couldn't afford like a super expensive one, but I wanted all wood. And at the time, Musician's Friend had what they called a custom D. And they had, at that time, they had two versions of it, one with mahogany back and sides and one with rosewood back and sides. So I went with the rosewood. So it's rosewood back and sides and a spruce top. And it's beautiful sounding guitar. Not really expensive like you would be spending money on a D28 or anything like that, but it has aged nicely. It's got a satin top and it has just kind of mellowed out. It's looking real pretty. Then next to that, I've got this Ibanez bass that my son had. And then when he bought a Fender bass, I ended up with this Ibanez bass so that I could have a bass to play in my recordings. And then he bought me this little ukulele. It's for use outdoors at campsites and that kind of thing. Pretty cool little deal, man. I like playing it. It's pretty special. So this one was gifted to me. It was a gift for me serving as president of the Georgia chapter of the Healthcare Financial Management Association. It is an Alvarez Yari D61, I think. And it was made in the 90s, sometime in the 90s. It's also very nice. It's a cedar top, and yeah, really, really pretty. If you've, I have a video on my channel of me playing Guinevere in honor of David Crosby, and that's the guitar I played it on. And then there's this bad boy. So this was a fun purchase for me. I've never owned a nylon string classical guitar, and a couple years ago, Cordoba put out this series. It's basically their introductory classical, but they did it in different colors. And I just, for the fun of it, bought this so that I could have a nylon string. But it's fun to play. It's different playing a nylon because the neck is wider, and so it presents a different challenge when you're used to playing a narrower neck, but it's fun to play. I really enjoy it. So this one is handmade by a luthier in Canada. It is a parlor guitar, Art Luthier. It was gifted to me by my goddaughter, and it's a lovely parlor guitar. Sounds nice. And so it needs to be dusted off a little bit. It's just been hanging on the wall in my bedroom. But very special for me because it was a gift from my goddaughter. Well, that was fun. I have a couple more that are in cases stowed away that are just inexpensive, kind of beginner kind of guitars that are well made and they sound good. That's the tour. Hope you enjoyed it. Have a great weekend, everybody. I'll see you on the other side of the Codger Challenge.